Even though it's abandoned the traditional stage show in favor of a pre-recorded direct, Nintendo remains one of E3's most anticipated presenters. And this year, with Sony's absence from the show, there may be more eyes on Nintendo than ever before. The company is coming off a divisive E3 2018, where it spent well over half its 45-minute presentation on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Fire Emblem Three Houses and Super Mario Party were also announced for Switch, but the company's heavy lean into Smash Bros. Left little else for fans of its other franchises. And while another massive first-party release is on the horizon with Pokémon Sword and Shield, Nintendo's breadth of new game announcements since last June creates the potential for a much more diverse show. But let's start with what won't be shown. Despite multiple reports of Switch hardware revisions, Nintendo president Shuntaro Furukawa told Bloomberg the company has no plans to announce new hardware at E3 2019, setting the stage for a games-focused presentation. And we can't talk Nintendo games in 2019 without the already mentioned Pokémon Sword and Shield. The Gen 8 Pokémon titles already received a dedicated 7-minute direct, but the time seems right for a more in-depth look paired with a release date announcement. Perhaps we'll even see the new starters' evolutions, finally allowing us to cleanse our imaginations of these. Also in Nintendo's catalog are a handful of other highly anticipated 2019 games. We'd expect to see more from a number of titles, including Animal Crossing for Switch, Luigi's Mansion 3, the Link's Awakening remake, Super Mario Maker 2, which has a late June release date, Platinum Games' Astral Chain, and Town, the upcoming RPG from Pokémon developer Game Freak. And while Metroid Prime 4 would provide a showstopper moment for Nintendo, its appearance seems pretty unlikely, considering development on the long-awaited sequel was rebooted in January. But don't count Metroid out entirely. Samus could provide that moment for Nintendo as fans continue to wait for confirmation of the long-rumored Switch port of Metroid Prime Trilogy. There's also, of course, more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC to consider. With several more fighter packs left to debut and Persona 5's Joker already released, E3 would be a great time to highlight the next DLC fighter. Don't be surprised if some time is dedicated to its more unconventional initiatives, like Labo VR and its next mobile game, Mario Kart Tour. But the focus will likely remain on Switch. The Switch is a console headed into the middle years of its life cycle, and with Nintendo looking to regain some of that early momentum, E3 2019 could prove to be one of its most pivotal shows yet.